and Jacqueline Dahlstrom are making their much anticipated return to the competition floor this weekend at the 2023 Madrid Championship. Both women share the distinction of finishing just one spot out of a qualifying position from semifinals. Anikha Greer, who's the 102nd ranked athlete in the CrossFit Worldwide rankings, finished at 12th at the North America East semifinal, just 3 points behind Paige Semenza for that last spot of the CrossFit Games. A couple weeks later, Jacqueline Dahlström also finished 12th. She was 15 points out of the last qualifying spot held by Rebecca Vidison. As two of the biggest contenders to win the Madrid Championship, thought it'd be interesting to see how they have gone head-to-head over the past 12 months through the past 4 competitions they have both been in. Starting with the 2023 CrossFit Open, Dahlstrom had the higher overall spot, finishing 26th overall, while Greer finished a respectable 78th. In a head-to-head matchup of events, they each won 2 events, with Dahlstrom taking 23.1 and 23.2A, while Greer took 23.2B and 23.3. On a worldwide quarterfinals leaderboard, Anikha Greer shot the light out. She finished 7th overall, while Dahlstrom, again, super respectable, she finished 54th. In a head-to-head matchup, though, Anikha Greer ran away with this one. She took 4 out of 5 events in that head-to-head matchup, and quite frankly, beat Dahlstrom quite handedly in 3 of them. The only event that Dahlstrom beat Greer in head-to-head in worldwide quarterfinals was Test 5. Jumping ahead to semifinals in a combined semifinal leaderboard, Jacqueline Dahlstrom finished 20th overall. She was the highest ranked athlete who did not qualify for the CrossFit Games, while Anikha Greer, she finished 47th overall in that worldwide leaderboard. In a head-to-head matchup of events, Jacqueline Dahlstrom, she won 4, Anikha Greer won 2, and they did have a tie in Test 2, which had the ring muscle-up complex to the pistols to the burpee box jump overs. In a comparison of events, it is interesting that Anikha Greer's 2 head-to-head wins came in semifinals Linda and Test 6, which both fell in that 10 to 20 minute range from a time domain perspective. In the final head-to-head comparison between Jacqueline Dahlstrom and Anikha Greer, we go back to the 2022 Rogue Invitational. Dahlstrom earned her invitation through her finish at the CrossFit Games, while Anikha Greer made it through the qualifier in the queue. Looking at the overall events at 2022 Rogue, Dahlstrom finished slightly higher at 17th compared to Greer at 19th. But in a head-to-head event matchup perspective, they each took 5 events each, so finishing deadlocked at a tie there. With the head-to-head matchups being so close, what's going to determine the difference is really likely to be how many other women slot between them over the course of the weekend in Madrid. Dahlstrom definitely is the more consistent of the 2 athletes, with Anikha Greer having a lot more lower finishes, which has brought them closer in the overall rankings. Greer had a couple last place finishes last year at Rogue, which likely slotted her down in the overall standings in comparison to Dahlstrom. That said, Madrid doesn't have the deepest field since it is an off-season competition. So between the 2 of them, there probably aren't going to be a lot of people sliding in between them. So it may just come down to the head-to-head matchups. Throw in Corinne Freyova, Turi Helgadottir, Elena Cartella Sejua, and a few other athletes from semifinals to kind of mix in between them. Both of them could, again, be right up there at the end of the competition.